The 437 project set and achieved an ambitious goal this year. 12 runners crossed South Dakota from the Wyoming border to the Iowa border, highlighting the importance of mental health and resources available for anyone who might be struggling.
And the effort raised more than $315,000 for the Sioux Falls Base Helpline Center. But this is a statewide endeavor.
KELOLAND's Dan Santella was not only one of the runners, he also covered the event on air, online, and on social media.
And in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, he recaps the journey from west to east with interviews from all 11 of his teammates.
A South Dakota September sunrise greeted Marty Wenblum of Rapid City, who launched our journey eastward from the Wyoming-South Dakota border near Spearfish.
I got so many people, the wind at my back, right? A great team.
The Black Hills might offer a runner more literal ups and downs, but the views are exceptional. On the mind of Mark Scharnberg of Sioux Falls was his late cousin Troy, who lost his life to mental illness 2 decades ago.
I was thinking about Troy, and I was thinking about a number of other people that raised up their loved ones to me.
The number in the 437 Project's name refers to approximate mileage. While a runner is usually running alone on the route, camaraderie is never far away. For one, the 437 Project support crew is always there, with runners enjoying the companionship of a vehicle in front of them and 437 Project teammates riding in an RV behind them. Dr. John Buchanan of Sioux Falls enjoyed some special company, his son Koa and his dog Cleo. Sometimes we all need support when the journey feels heavy.
Remember one time I was coming up a hill and my legs locked up, I fell to my knees. Someone came behind me, put their arms around me. And just like that, they picked me up, put me back in the RV, and I knew it was going to be okay. And that's what it is. You got to tell when you're in trouble. You got to tell people when you're hurting. And just like that, you call the helpline center, and someone's arms will be around you, and they'll get you those resources.
The intensity of the task at hand provided him an opportunity to practice his sports medicine. Teammate Dawn Marie Johnson of Sioux Falls had to overcome blisters.
I've really had to push myself out of my comfort zone to get there, and I've had a couple injuries along the way already, but we're battling through that and still continuing on. I'll sing in a smoky room.
Johnson's daughter Rain joined her for this emotional embrace after her final leg. While she ran, Susan Cornder of Aberdeen thought of her brothers Mike and Pat, who were each lost to mental illness.
I have. A few songs came on my playlist, and I spoke to both of them to give me some strength through it.
For her, the 437 Project is where her passions intersect. She's executive director of the Northeastern Mental Health Center in Aberdeen.
The mental side is easy for me when I'm running. I think about all the people and the cause I'm running for, and that keeps me going. All I got to do is run, one foot in front of the other, and my two passions collide out here, mental health and running.
Jess Rumsa of Pierre and Carmen Peterson of Phillip work in healthcare too. Rumsa is a nurse practitioner, and Peterson is director of radiology and clinical informatics at Phillip Health Services.
I've seen firsthand what that looks like when first responders do get there in time.
I think that there's just an increased need for mental health awareness and resources for people who are struggling with that. I feel like we see it every day, honestly. Even sometimes when people aren't necessarily coming in for that, they might express to us when they're at that visit that they are struggling.
Accompanying Lisa Larson of Mitchell is her late mother, Darlene.
I always carry my mom with me when I run. She passed away 1.5 years ago. So it's her picture.
Larson knows what it's like to experience and survive a mental health crisis. It's been well over 10 years since she survived a suicide attempt. This cheering throng of supporters welcomed her as she finished one of her legs at the Corn Palace. Among the crowd was her 91-year-old father, Wilb. The 437 Project seeks to spread the enthusiasm and joy for mental health, which were on display this sunny afternoon. Running, and perhaps what's worn while running, are opportunities to show support for anyone who might see us crossing the state. Betsy Schuster of the Hartford area wore this headband.
Like the saying on my headband, I belong, you belong, we belong. We really do belong. And so this group has been so uplifting, saying we all belong and we got your back, Betsy, as I do this as an individual, but as a team.
We all have bad days. We all feel like we're never enough, but at the end of the day, we are, and you matter.
When it seems like a sunrise isn't ever going to come, Lexi Warjeka of the Platte area knows to whom she can turn: our teammates.
I seriously feel like I gained a second family in 3 days. 3 days. Like, these people have been amazing. I know if I ever go through anything in life, I can call one of the 11 runners, I can call the support staff, and they'll be there for me.
Support for mental health and anyone struggling can come in different forms. Runner John Meyer of Sioux Falls sees it, and he says the 437 Project is seeing success.
Those ranchers at the bar in Enning, South Dakota, who pulled out $100 bills to support the cause. A mother walked up to me in Pierre yesterday whose daughter was a new bride in September of last year and died by suicide in April, and she just gave me a big hug. And what's amazing is I don't think she knew about the helpline. And so that to me is a really tangible example that what we're doing is reaching new people and making an impact.
This is just the start of the project. I mean, I think this is going to just keep getting bigger and bigger.
When we experience impactful moments, we want to relive them. So that's what we do. We reach out to the people with whom we share the journey, and we keep talking about these joyful experiences. And the smiles and laughs en route were consistent themes of our journey. The 437 Project showcases how there are resources and people out there for someone feeling sad or lost or experiencing a mental health crisis. With these topics, too, people are right there as well. Just a call, text, chat, or knock on the door away, eager to talk about and keep talking about these experiences, too. Because no matter if the obstacle is physical or mental, whether we're running across the state or overcoming an emotional challenge, it's much easier to do this together as a team. With Eye on Kelloland, I'm Dan Santella.
If you are experiencing a mental health crisis, you can call or text 988. You can also start a conversation there, and there is a link to do just that under this story on our website. You will also find links to the stories that Dan did during the run as well.